From $30,000 of debt to zero in just 6 months. I'm going to tell you how I accomplished this and how you can too. So stay tuned. Greetings. This is Brandon E., your Pharm.D, and welcome to my YouTube channel. When I graduated pharmacy school in 2010, I could tell you all type of things about medicine. I could tell you the brand name of a medicine, the generic name of a medicine, what the medicine was used for, the side effects, how to take it, drug interactions. I could tell you all about health conditions. I could tell you about diabetes, cancer, Parkinson's disease. I knew all this health information, but I knew very little about money. And when I graduated pharmacy school, I had about $30,000 total with the debt. I had $20,000 in student loans, and I had a $10,000 outstanding car debt. So again, $30,000 total. And I wanted to save, I wanted to invest, I wanted to give, I wanted to pay off the debt. I wanted to do all these things, and of all of them, I really wanted to pay off the debt because I knew if I paid off the debt quickly, it would allow me to do the other things more so to a greater degree. So when I graduated school, again, I knew nothing about money. So I read every book I could on how to manage money. I talked to mentors. I went to financial seminars. I basically got an unofficial degree in finance after me graduating school. And upon graduating, from all the information I gathered, I came up with 4 principles or 4 strategies that I used to pay off my debt. The first one was to live like a college student. And when I started this journey, I had just graduated pharmacy school. I had been in college for 7 years straight. So living like a college student was second nature to me. And living like a college student is not literal. And even if you've never been to college or you don't want to go to college, you can still live like a college student. When I was a college student, I lived on a budget. One day, I think it was a Friday or Saturday night, I was hungry, so I was going to go to the cafeteria, but I realized the cafeteria was closed. And I went in my wallet. I said, maybe I can go to a fast food restaurant. I didn't have any money. So that particular day, the cafeteria was closed and I didn't have any money. Now I had money earlier in the week and I spent it. So from that particular time on, I learned how to budget my money because I said, if I don't budget my money, I'm going to go hungry again. And I don't want to do this. Another point about living like a college student is I didn't do a lot of recreational activities, or the ones I did, they were free. If I wanted to go to a recreational event, I would go to an on-campus event, which is free. I would go to the park, which is free. I wasn't going to the movies a lot, concerts. I wasn't doing a lot of things that were unnecessary. I made things work with the money I had. Also, I didn't buy designer clothes. If I needed new clothes, I would shop at budget-friendly stores. If I needed something new, I would shop at budget-friendly stores. Whatever I needed, I would shop at budget-friendly stores. And Amazon Prime wasn't out then, but if that's an Achilles heel for you, you may want to stay off Amazon Prime. So live like a college student, live on a budget, live on less than you make, don't buy unnecessary things, be budget conscious when you shop for things. So strategy number 1, I live like a college student. Strategy number 2 is I work extra. So obviously when I graduated in 2010, I was a pharmacist. So I got a part-time job and my full-time job. And what I mean by this is anytime somebody got sick, I came into work. Anytime someone needed someone to cover them, I came into work. Anytime the scheduler couldn't fill a shift or needed extra coverage, I came into work. Basically, I came into work anytime I was needed in addition to my regular shifts. So I was making extra money. Now, all the extra money I made, I put towards my debt. So now you may not be able to do this at your job. You may not be able to work extra hours, but you can get a part-time job. You could deliver pizzas. You could do Uber Eats. You could do DoorDash. In our society today, there's a million ways to make money. So choose a part-time job of some sort, and the money you make, don't spend it because you're used to not making it anyway. So take that extra money and put it on your debt. Point number 3 was I used cash instead of a debit or credit card. And when you use cash, I believe you spend less money. And certain things like paying my rent and paying utilities, I pay those online, so I didn't pay those in cash. But certain things that I could pay for in cash, I did. Like when I got gas, I used cash. When I went to the store to buy groceries, I used cash. When I did things that I consider entertainment, like go to the movies, I would use cash. If I had money that I just would use as blow money, I would use cash. And the power of using cash is that before I bought something, I would give it a second thought. And I wouldn't buy something unless I really wanted it. Because I noticed when I use my debit card or credit card, I would just swipe it and wouldn't really think too much about the purchase because I didn't really see the money. But when you use cash, once you give that money away, it's gone forever and it's not coming back. So, point number 3, use cash on things you can instead of a debit or credit card. Now, point number 4 was I used the debt snowball by Dave Ramsey. As I said earlier I read a lot of books when I was trying to learn about money, went to a lot of seminars, and I came across Dave Ramsey. He has a book called The Total Money Makeover, and he talks about paying off debt quickly. And in his book, he details the debt snowball. The debt snowball involves paying the minimum on all your debts and as much as you can on the lowest debt. So you rank your debts by smallest to lowest. Lowest meaning what the balance is. So let's say you have $1,000 credit card, a $5,000 car payment, and a $10,000 balance on your student loans. You would rank these. Let's say the minimum payment is the same, just for simplicity, on all of them, $100, $100, $100. You would pay the minimum on the highest debts, so the student loans and the car payment, and you would pay as much as you can on the lowest debt, which in this case would be the credit card. And so once the credit card is done, you will go to the next highest debt, which will be the car payment, and put that money from the credit card on the car payment until it's all done. And the reason this works better without looking at interest rates is that it helps to get small wins under your belt. How can you pay off a $10,000 student loan if you can't even pay off a $1,000 credit card? So once you pay off the smallest debt, it gives you more confidence to pay off the higher debts. So these are the 4 strategies that I use to pay off $30,000 in just 6 months. Let me know in the comments if you've paid off debt, how quickly you paid it off. It can be medical debt, school debt, whatever kind of debt. If you like the video and if you want to improve your financial health and physical health, subscribe to the channel. This is Brandon E., your Pharm.D. Remember to drink water. Hope this video helps.